Hey folks, this is Zengrin back bringing you some more Datacron shard locations here on Tatooine. 4 stat boosts and 1 shard this time around. You're going to be starting out right here in the first area, right outside the spaceport. It's actually right over here, just east of all the crew skills, but you're going to have to head up northwest and north to get out on the outside of the wall. Show you and then work your way over the rooftops to get there. As I said, we'll go ahead and head north real quick, west down the alley, north on the outside of the wall, and climb on the way up. Now, I will note this is a lot easier to do, and there's your starting point, with your mount. You can do it without a mount. It's just a lot easier to do with it with the extra speed, and seems to catch edges a little bit better as long as you're careful. As you see, work my way north here along the edges of the walls. Jump up onto these when you need to get on over. Now, be careful right here. This jump can actually be a pain. If you fall down past it, you can actually climb back up. If you fall early, you won't. You can go on the panel there or on the wall like you saw me do right there. Once you're there, you're going to head south over this ramp, use the wire there to get up, walking or on a mount, and then down over the dome here to grab a +3 Cunning Datacron. Get a little bit of stat boost right there early on. Anybody can get that one. Very easy to get. Quite different from the rest of the ones on this planet. Go ahead and do your victory dance and get ready to go grab the next Datacron. The second one will be our Willpower +3. For that, this place, you have to fly to the first point. After that, you can pretty much drive anywhere. I'm not going to show the trip. To the west, along the golden brick roads there. Northeast is another one, and southeast right here is the one we're going to head to go to the next Datacron, which is down to the southeast here, right about here, which you have to start by jumping off into a cave. I'm going to go ahead and show you where that is. Let's head on out and left up the hill. Take a right as soon as you can, head on south, and soon you'll see it show up off there in the distance, that wonderful purple glow for us Force users. You're going to hug the right wall at that point just before you get to the spot with all the sand people, at which point you're going to head over to the right to the cliff edge. Look down over the right, you're going to see the ledge we're going to work our way down to. We're going to go ahead and, as you can see right there is where we're going to start. We're going to hop on down, be careful not to fall off the edge. You'll take a little bit of damage, but nothing that's not healable. Just got to be careful to fall down on the edge. Take a bit of a beating here, heal up, and get ready for a nice long trek as you're about to see through a tunnel here. We're going to head up through it, pretty decent acceleration. I'm going to go ahead and stealth when I can to get through, but due to my level I wasn't able to get past everything. I'm going to just skip past the fights so you don't have to watch those. Work your way down this long tunnel. There's a couple of rather nasty ones if you're low level, but for the most part, not too bad. If you bring one friend, it's a joke. But once you get up through, get to the end. Like I said, it was a long tunnel. I was not kidding, was I, folks? Head up until you see the light. Run on down and claim your prize. Now, the next two are an entirely different story. You're going to go ahead and make your trip all the way out to the west, to the outpost here at the top of the Dune Sea. From there, you're going to work your way down to the southwest, past where you see here. You'll see a sandcrawler sticking out of the dirt. Once you get on top there, and you can see the balloon up in the sky, it's really hard to miss, and it's very slow moving. It takes quite a long round trip. You'll wait a while. I'm going to go into 5 times speed here to jump on. And let me tell you, it's going to be a long ride. It actually takes 30 minutes almost on the dot to get there. A very long ride. Seriously. It's freaking hot up here, and you get bored. Not only that, but you cannot go AFK. If you go AFK, you will drop out off the balloon when you come back on. And the drip will drive you a little crazy if you're by yourself. Best to go with friends. As one time at band camp. And eventually you'll see it off in the distance. You'll get all excited. You'll be jumping up and down and freaking out. Actually heads east, northwest, northeast, and then northwest. It just snakes back and forth. Just after it goes the rebel outpost and heads west, you're okay. What I did not know here in my joyous fit, that I was about to glitch through the bottom of the balloon. And fall through the world, for that matter. And take a second trip. And then be so excited I jumped in like a noob, caught the tip of my foot on the edge of the balloon, and fell and missed by about 2 feet. But on the third trip, I was so excited I forgot to film jumping in, landed on the sandcrawler. And you can't miss it. It's glowy. You're going so slow you cannot miss it. But on top of that sand crawler, you'll see the glow shining into the sky, and that's your blue matrix shard on the top. Once you get that, down on the southeast side of this sand crawler, not the northwest, southeast. Go on, Zingrin. Get over there. You're going to jump down onto that edge, and at this point you can tell I was a little paranoid. I did not want to make that trip again to get the strength. You get 2 at once here for your efforts. Be very careful. Work your way down to the edge here, and I was trying to figure out the best way, but work your way onto this edge. Work your way over until you can see that ledge sticking out below you, and kind of hop straight up and back or straight up and forward, whatever works for you, to just barely fall off that edge, catch it, get in there and get your strength Datacron. And do not miss it. You don't want to make that trip again. I have heard of people being able to do a force push and knock each other up to get it, but I haven't seen it myself. The last Datacron here is aim +3. It's actually south-southeast. We're going to go up through the Junlin to get there. You can go into here from either the west or east, but either way you're going to run into level 50 Imperial on the way. It's an Imperial area, and they are going to smack you down. You just got to drive through or wait until you're a higher level and can get through there, or stealth through there. I actually died twice taking the punishment, so I can show you how to get there. Once you get through, you're going to head down to the south here, to right there to the transport ship, crash transport ship area. And once you get past that little wall, it's fine. Everything's on a very manageable level. Just work your way south, and I was trying to see how to get up onto this edge at this point. That's the first time I'd been in there. You head on south until over on that west side, right about there, you'll see a big, huge sand ramp right there that you're going to go up, and that's what's going to take you into the area you need to be in. Work your way past the enemies to that wall on the left you see up here on that west side. Get up onto that ledge as soon as it gets low enough you can climb up. Jump up to the edge right here at about next 622, -23, and as you can see it down below right there, and just work your way carefully down, jumping off the edge, much like you did jumping down for the strength one on the last trip. Once you get there, claim your last Datacron stat boost, aim +3, here on Tatooine. Bid adieu to the desert and prepare to move on. Once you have all these out of the way, me personally, and I'm glad to be back, did get the port issue resolved. I'm posting this within minutes. I got started editing and go ahead and get this out there, folks. I didn't want y'all to wait. And we'll be heading next to Alderaan. See you there, folks. Zingrin signing out.